the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyquan Thornton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season,
wow, good junk.
Tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go, strike. Hurt. 18 Rattler.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Murray going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he targets Ingram for another grab. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Murray.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Throwing is Hurts. And This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really binds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. I'm not sure.
Good ass play. Way to come back on the ball. Shit.
That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Thomas has got it. Complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Mitchell
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted,
and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Eight yards to go on second down. Now Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control of this one. Nice play there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And Ingram hauls it in. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's flushed out left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Raider offense set to get this drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw is Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 35 on second down, Murray.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, Murray. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, it's Hurts. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Murray now. Finds his tight end Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Murray now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. The 20, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. The sack recorded.
That was some bullshit right there, man.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big
negative
of this defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they'll look to pay it off on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Murray now on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we...
Oh, motherfucker.
Another interception.
Take your fucking hand off the analog stick. Dumbass.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Damn.
I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard.
You too, bro. Damn. You was in my ass tonight. Fuck. Couldn't do shit with you.
Everything doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided.
Evidently, this was my first game in the league.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 31, Hurts targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
from the gun on 3rd down. Murray. And now here's another interception.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, class.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, City, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be